Have you ever searched high and low for something, getting more and more frustrated, only to find it in the most obvious place? It's a feeling we all know too well, and it reminds me of a sweet story about my own grandma. One sunny afternoon, a mini crisis hit our household. Grandma couldn't find her glasses. Oh dear, she muttered, patting her pockets. I can't see a thing without them. And so began the great glasses hunt. We turned into a team of detectives with Grandma as our slightly frantic but very determined chief investigator. First, we tackled the living room. Grandma peered under the sofa cushions, lifting each one with a hopeful grunt. Maybe they slipped down the side, she'd say, her voice muffled by the upholstery. We checked under the armchair where she loved to sit and knit. We looked on the mantelpiece behind the old family photos. We even checked inside the big vase, just in case, but no glasses. The living room was officially cleared. Next, we moved to the kitchen, the heart of Grandma's home. The scent of freshly baked cookies usually filled the air, but today it was filled with the spirit of a desperate search. I was just in here making tea, she recalled. They must be here somewhere. We opened every cupboard. We looked behind the flour canister and next to the sugar bowl. I even checked the refrigerator, which made Grandma chuckle. Silly goose, she said. Why would my glasses be in the fridge? I shrugged. You never know, Grandma. But still, the glasses remained missing. The search party then ventured into the bedroom. Grandma's bed was neatly made. A patchwork quilt she'd stitched herself spread perfectly across it. I took a little nap earlier, she thought aloud. Perhaps they fell off. We got on our hands and knees, our heads disappearing under the bed frame, exploring the dusty landscape beneath. We found a lost sock and a button, but no spectacles. We checked her bedside table, sifting through a stack of novels and her favorite gardening magazine. Nothing. The mystery was deepening. Our final frontier was the garden. Grandma loved her garden more than anything. It was her little slice of paradise, bursting with roses, daisies, and lavender. I was just out here watering my petunias, she said, her brow furrowed in concentration. We walked along the stone path, scanning the flower beds. We looked by the bird bath and under the big oak tree where she liked to read. The sun was starting to set, casting long shadows across the lawn, and our hope was beginning to fade. We had looked everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Defeated, we trudged back inside. Grandma sank into her favorite armchair with a heavy sigh. I suppose I'll have to get new ones, she said, looking genuinely sad. I stood in front of her, feeling a little disappointed myself that I couldn't help my favorite person. I looked at her tired, kind face, her soft, silver hair, and then I saw it. I couldn't help it. A little giggle escaped, then another. Soon I was laughing out loud. Grandma looked at me, puzzled. What's so funny, my dear? I pointed, still giggling. Grandma, I said, your glasses. They're on your head. She reached up, her fingers fumbling until they touched the familiar frames perched right on top of her silvery hair. A look of pure astonishment crossed her face, followed by a slow, spreading smile. Then she started to laugh too. It was a wonderful, deep belly laugh that filled the entire room, wiping a tear of laughter from her. She pulled me into a warm hug. Oh, you silly old woman, she said to herself. Sometimes she looked at me, her eyes twinkling behind the very glasses we had just spent an hour searching for. We look so far away for the things we need, when the answer is right here with us all along. And isn't that just the truth? How often do we search desperately for happiness, for solutions, or for a sense of peace, looking in all the wrong, complicated places? We think we'll find it in a new job, a faraway city, or in acquiring more things, but so often the most important things, love, family, contentment, and yes, even our glasses are right there with us, just waiting to be noticed. That day, my grandma didn't just find her glasses. She reminded me to appreciate what's right in front of me. Thanks for listening to my story today. If it made you smile, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the heart. See you next time.